Welcome back to Simply Scratch Kitchen. My name is Hannah if you are new here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all of the meals I have made all week as part of a pantry challenge. I will warn you, I'm going to be showing you a week of meals, but it's going to primarily focus on dinners because I feel like that is what is kind of challenging about a pantry challenge. Honestly, our breakfasts were very simple. I do show you one day of our breakfast, and then we had that a couple times. We ended up having oatmeal a couple times, and we did some yogurt and the rest of the eggs that we had. It wasn't that much to write home about. It was just breakfast, nothing complicated. And a lot of times in the morning too, my kids really need me to be paying attention to them, so it's difficult for me to film breakfast. And again, just not much to show you there. Lunches, I will show you one that we did with leftovers. It was kind of different, but we mostly ate leftovers or sandwiches. Like I had on my menu plan, just kind of random things in our fridge snack plates. And then again, a lot of leftovers, a couple I repurposed. And so I'll show you that. And then just going to focus on dinners primarily. For several of the breakfasts, we ended up doing pancakes and then cottage cheese with berries on the side. And then I just have my very basic coffee here. So the first night of dinners is going to be this taco salad. I had some chips that were getting stale and wanted to use up, so I thought we'd do this first. And then I do have that salad mix we got at Aldi in our haul, as well as the sour cream. And then I have a can of home canned black beans. Those are really good in taco salad. And then I've just got some of that ground beef that I got on clearance at Sam's Club a while back. It wasn't $16. That's just one portion of my 3-pack there. And then I had a bottle of French dressing in my pantry, and my grandmother always used to put this on taco salad, so it made me think of making this. And then I just have a big block of cheese that we will shred up, as well as a tomato from my garden. I actually have 100 tomatoes from my garden, so this will at least use up a little bit of it. I do season my ground beef with taco seasoning for this meal, and I have been liking this taco seasoning from Thrive Market because it is thickened with brown rice flour instead of cornstarch, so you are avoiding some more like genetically modified foods by doing that. Obviously, making it yourself can also be really cheap, but these are a quick way to get your taco seasoning done. I feel like you can't go wrong with taco salad. I love to eat mine in a bowl with all of the toppings, and it's just the perfect pantry clean-out meal because you can add anything that you have. If you have avocados, if you have pinto beans instead, if you have rice, if you have chicken, it all works, and it's very filling and satisfying. And I actually had quite a bit of leftovers of the beans and meat and cheese as well, so you'll see how I use that in leftovers later in the week. I just used some of those tortillas that we got at Aldi, and this was really good. So everything else in the rest of this video is going to be really simple one-pan meals because this day my hot water heater literally started smoking, and so I could not do any meals that required me to do a lot of dishes. I'm trying to use some parchment paper. We're using paper plates because it was actually taking several days for our new parts to come in. So I had to keep things very simple. So depending on how you look at it, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that helps you. So this night I just decided to do another variation of the sheet pan meal. So I had these 2 garden squashes that needed to be used before they went bad. So I diced these up, and then those little potatoes there are little new potatoes that I actually just harvested. So we were really excited to eat those. That's the first time we've grown that variety of potato. I kept this very basic. I just tossed the squash and the potatoes with some avocado oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic salt as well. And then what I like to do with these meals is to put my sausage over top, like the potatoes or the squash. In this case, I just did the squash because then some of the juices and fat from the sausage will kind of cook down onto that while it's cooking. I'm just using that sausage we got from our Aldi haul. I cooked this on 375 for 30 minutes and everything came out really tasty. It doesn't have much to look at, but it was really delicious and really filling. Continuing with very simple one-pan meals, I actually had some frozen ground beef I had put up several weeks ago. So we're gonna do a little spaghetti, and I had 2 very partial bags of veggies left in the freezer, so I just mixed them. And once my frozen beef was cooked, I added in my spaghetti sauce. And this is just a little bit different because once I add the spaghetti sauce, I add about a half a cup of cottage cheese. And not only does it bulk up the protein, but it makes it taste sort of like a lasagna spaghetti meal. I think that the amount of meat I had frozen was a little bit less than a pound, so I thought I would just add this to do something different than regular spaghetti and also to bulk up that meat a little bit. I just cook it until everything is warmed through, and then I add my spaghetti, and that's all there is to it. It's very simple. My daughter wanted to make us some garlic toast, so she made that, and then we had the veggies on the side. Very filling again, and lots of leftovers. I had some skirt steak in the freezer that was a little dry, so I added a half can of my home canned cowboy caviar, so it's just jalapeños that are pickled and they're sweet, and the acid from that pickling made this super tender. I cooked it for 30 minutes in the Instant Pot. I'm definitely going to make this again. We served it over rice. It shredded up beautifully, and then we just had carrots and ranch on the side for a veggie. This night we were finally actually moving our appliances like I told you about, and so this was a very chaotic day, and I just made a pot of chili and left it on the stove, and we ate from that for dinner. The last night we just took the leftover chili, layered it between the corn tortillas with some cheese, and baked it at 350 for about 25 minutes. This was actually so easy that my 7-year-old daughter made this for us, and it was so good. I hope that these ideas were helpful to you and maybe inspire you to spend a week just eating out of your fridge and pantry to save a little money on groceries and reduce your food waste. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to subscribe and follow along for more, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.